What's going on, y'all? Straight to the point, sports and entertainment. I want you to hit the like button. Make sure you sub to the channel if you're not a member. And also hit them notifications so that you're able to get all of my content and as well as all of my videos. I want to give a salute to the whole entire Lions Den, both basketball as well as boxing communities. And I also want to salute to all of my subs that's been rocking with me, my day ones, as well as my new subs. Salute to everybody that's up in here. Alex, I see you in here. Dante, salute to y'all, man. Please double tap the screen and hit that like. Now, yesterday, as we know, Vince Carter, aka Vince Sanity, was inducted to the Hall of Fame. Michael Cooper, another one of my personal favorites, was inducted into the Hall of Fame. And as well as none other than Mr. Big Shot, Chauncey Billups, just to name a few. There was a few others that were inducted into the Hall of Fame, including the late great Jerry West for the third time. He was inducted in there as I want to say as a contributor. Please hit the like when you come in here, okay? Please hit the like. Now, I'm gonna go through this, and I'm not only gonna just talk about the reasons why I feel that Chauncey Billups is deserving of Hall of Fame honors, but I'm also gonna put some context behind it too. All right, now. You know that T-Mac and Vince Carter are in the Hall of Fame. And for as great as those guys were, okay, for as great as both T-Mac and as well as Vince were, okay, in comparison to Chauncey Billups, there's no question about it that Chauncey Billups should smokes those guys in terms of being in the Hall of Fame. Okay, please hit the like when you come in here. Okay, double tap the screen, hit the like. Now, listen, I'm gonna go through. See, I didn't forget anybody, but I want to talk about these people right here. Okay, salute to you. I didn't forget anybody. I'm not going through everybody, every single body. Okay, we're focused on Chauncey Billups right now, Mr. Big Shot. Okay, I'm not talking about anybody else. Okay, now Chauncey Billups. Okay, all right, Chauncey Billups, aka Mr. Big Shot. He is deserving of being in the Hall of Fame for several reasons. Okay, now let's right. Okay, a lot of people feel like T-Mac has no business in the Hall of Fame, and let me tell you why. Okay, for one, T-Mac was a great scorer. He was a great scorer, but he was never successful in the playoffs. Okay, and then when he was successful in the playoffs, he was riding the pine with the Spurs, and he only played 1 to 2 games when they made it to the finals. Okay. I want you to listen to this resume right here in terms of his playoff record, okay? First off, he was 19-31, okay? Overall, in terms of games in the playoff. 3-9, 3-9 if we're talking about the all the playoffs that he done played, and he has a .250 win percentage. He's missed the playoffs 5 times in his career. All you see is first round exit, 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 up until the finals. Of course, he missed the playoffs a couple of times in his career. It was 5 times. That's 8 when he was in his prime. 8 first round exits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 first round exits. I had to count and make sure I had it right. Okay? I'm going to get to Chauncey in just a minute. Vince Carter. Got love for Vince Carter. Okay? I got love for Vince Carter. Love some Vince Carter. But we got to call it what it is, okay? Vince Carter wasn't as successful as Chauncey Billups being the force that he was, okay? Vince and some of these playoffs that he's missed, I think he's missed the playoffs. He's missed the playoffs a total of 9 times in his career. But some of those, the last couple years in his career, the last 3 years, he missed it, and he missed out when he had got older. But in Vince's tenure, when he was playing, okay, he had a first round exit, okay. Made it to the second round. First round exit in which that series, one of those series, actually the whole series, he did not play, but nevertheless, it's still on his resume. Had another first round exit, second round exit. He only made 1 conference finals. 1 conference finals. Salute to you, Moses. First round exit. Second round exit, first round exit. Vince Carter has never played in the finals. He's never played in the finals, okay? Never played in the finals. He's only made one conference finals. Okay? We're talking about Vince Carter. We're talking about Vince Sanity. We talk about guys that's a guy that's leaping over to leap buildings in a single bound, so to speak, leaping up over guys' heads. Single-handedly took over a dunk contest, dunking the vicious dunks over the bigs. The one that stands out in your mind is Mutombo. But if you're gonna put Vince in the Hall of Fame, and if you're going to put T-Mac in the Hall of Fame, then you got to put Chauncey Billups in the Hall of Fame. And let me explain to you why, okay? Let me explain to you why. Vince Carter has missed the playoffs 9 times in his career. T-Mac has missed 5. Chauncey Billups has only missed the playoffs 4 times in his career. Okay? Now, let's go with Chauncey Billups' resume and why he should be in the Hall of Fame, okay? Now, first year, first round exit. First round exit. Now, listen to this. Third year that he made the playoffs, conference finals. Second year, made the finals. That year, that run with Detroit, when they actually won, ended up getting a championship in a long time that they hadn't gotten since the 90s. Finals, conference finals, conference finals, conference finals, conference finals. Had a first round exit, and of course the last couple of seasons he did not play because of injuries or whatnot. Now I want to put some things into perspective too. Okay, in those when he was making the playoffs and when he was going to the conference finals and everything, I want you to hear the averages. That year that he got bounced out of the first round, he put up 22 points. Conference finals, he had 18 points. Finals, he averaged 16.4. The finals that year that they made the run, 18.7. Conference finals, 17.9. Conference finals, 18.6. Conference finals, 16.1. Conference finals, he had 20.6, and then that last one, and as I'm talking about as a vet, he was putting up 20.6. when they made it with Denver. And then in the first round, he put up a dub .3, put up 20.3. But the thing about it is, what you see here is that for 7 straight years, he was always getting deep in the playoffs and putting up averages. Okay, they might not stand out in your mind, but you have to realize the point guard position was still a little bit different back then. Okay, so he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years where they were getting deep in the playoffs, and he was putting up numbers for either the Detroit Pistons or the Denver Nuggets. Okay, if you look at T-Mac and his playoff record, and you look at Vince and his playoff record, Chauncey Billups definitely deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Okay, and I had to use Vince and T-Mac as a measuring stick. One, Vince is going in there with them or whatever. Okay, and also T-Mac. Everybody always like, oh yeah, T-Mac, he definitely deserves to be in the Hall of Fame and stuff like that. I've never thought that T-Mac right away should be granted a bid right in the Hall of Fame like that, simply because of the way that he ended his career. Okay, now I know some people are mad. I know some people are in their feelings about this and everything, but we have to call it what it is. Was Chauncey Billups the most fanciest player and all this other stuff? No, he wasn't. Did he average a lot of assists like a John Stockton or like a Isaiah Thomas or like a CP3 and all this other stuff? No. But he was a winner. He hit the shots at the right time, and he played the game the right way, and he heated up at the right time too. And it kind of reminds you of a guy, guys like Rondo. That's why they call him playoff Rondo and everything. They heat up at the right time. So Chauncey Billups definitely deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, and I've said that time and time again, and I'm glad that he got in there. Okay, there was a lot of people. I've said that Michael Cooper deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, right? But a lot of people say that I was capping about that. There's some people that say that I capped about Robert Horry. I know it's a fact. Listen, Chauncey Billups would single-handedly take over a game when he needed to. And you also got to remember, what's up with it, Cypress TV? I see you in the building, man. Make sure y'all go sub to the brother, Cypress TV. Definitely go sub to his channel, on and popping. Like I said, if you're just coming in here, I want you to go look at T-Mac's playoff history, okay? He's got a .250 winning percentage. Okay, he's got 8 first-round exits. Okay, Vince Carter only been to 1 conference finals. Chauncey Billups done been to 5 conference finals and 2 finals, and on top of that, he got a finals Larry O'Brien, and he got a finals MVP. Vince Carter don't have none of that. T-Mac don't have none of that. What do Vince Carter got? He got a slam dunk championship. That's what he got. Vince Carter ain't got no MVP. Okay, they might have made a couple all NBAs and all that other stuff, but when it all boils down to it, you can't never look up Vince Carter and say that he's been in the finals. I actually thought, and that was once upon a time that I thought in my memory, had Vince Carter been in the finals, but he ain't never been there. Chauncey Billups was always getting there. He was either fighting for conference supremacy, or he was fighting for a championship. So how can you not put a guy who is the leader of the team, who is the floor general, in that conversation in terms of a Hall of Famer and share Hall of Fame prowess? he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Listen, his numbers might not even jump out at you. You said bar none, T-Mac, Vince Carter, and Billups don't matter about the postseason. Let them. Well, it does matter. It does matter about the postseason. It matters a lot. A lot of that does matter about the postseason. T-Mac was never successful. I mean, he was great, but you got to realize, man, he had people on his team. Everybody act like T-Mac had garbage players on his team. No, he had players on his team. Okay, I know that makes you mad. Oh well, you know what I'm saying. Go ahead, go cry, all that other bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Vince Carter, he had players on his team too. You know, we gotta stop. We gotta stop like saying, oh yeah, they were the only guys and all this other stuff. I know some people are gonna be like, well, you know, Chauncey Billups, he had Rip Hamilton, he had Tayshaun Prince, he had Rasheed Wallace. You know what I'm saying? He had Ben Wallace, all this other stuff. Yeah, that's true. But there were some people that didn't think that Ben Wallace was a Hall of Famer. I did. There were some people that didn't don't look at, you know, Rip Hamilton as an important part of that team. There was a lot of people that didn't see that Tayshaun Prince was a important person of that team. But like I said, if you're gonna let T-Mac in the Hall of Fame, which T-Mac and Dr. J was sitting behind Vince or whatever. And this is another thing too. A lot of people been talking, why didn't he have Michael Jordan up there? No, and all this other stuff. Man, listen, bro. Just because he went to North Carolina and just because Jordan, he might have patterned some of his stuff after Jordan, and they played under Dean Smith and all that other stuff. That don't mean he have to have Jordan up there. He have to have Jordan at the Hall of Fame speech. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean nothing. You said Vince was overrated. I'm not gonna say overrated, but it's just that like when if we're looking at his success rate, he really wasn't that successful as a player when it came to the big stage, and that's what I look for. You know what I'm saying? With Kobe, you never had to worry about Kobe showing up when it came to a conference finals or when it came to the finals. You never had to worry about Kobe. Now, did he have some bad shooting outings? Yeah, every player has some shooting slump. But with Kobe, you never had to worry about him playing both ends of the floor. You said now AI is the man. Well, back then they didn't listen. They didn't want AI. The NBA, let's just call it what it is. NBA did not want to. They didn't want to put AI as winning the championship. David Stern and Allen Iverson, they clashed, man. Allen Iverson was clashing with his coach. Allen Iverson was clashing with the media. Allen Iverson was clashing with David Stern. He had everybody, and he was clashing with with some of the guys that felt like, okay, he's ushering in a new style or whatever. Then you had a cultural shift, so he was clashing with everybody. It was like he was ushering in a new, you know, that movement, so to speak. You know, freedom and all this other stuff. But the thing about it is, I felt like it was so unfair to AI because, I mean, look at what Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman had tattoos and piercings and all this other stuff or whatever. So he was kind of doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? In terms of being a liberal or being a rebel, so to speak. But that's neither here nor there. That's not what we're talking about. What I'm talking about is Vince Carter and T-Mac. If you're going to put them into the Hall of Fame, you definitely got to put Chauncey Billups in the Hall of Fame. You know, and neither one of those guys never even, I mean, Vince Carter got closer. Well, T-Mac had got closer to a ring than Vince Carter, but in their primes, Vince got Vince got closer to T Mac. I mean, T Mac was done when they made the finals with the Spurs, and he had, like I said, he only played 1 or 2 games. Everybody knows that wasn't the same T Mac. So all this notion about Chauncey Billups, he he don't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame and all this other stuff. Nah, you got to put Chauncey in there. I enjoy watching Chauncey play. If you truly appreciate the sport, you'll appreciate a guy like a Chauncey Billups. You know what I'm saying? Chauncey Billups, he was a guy. Now he wasn't gonna put up. He wasn't no selfish player like that. You know what I'm saying? But he could score. If you go back and you go look, you might look for his error. He shot like relatively low percentage and everything, but he hit them when they counted. He hit them. He hit them. I say he hit it. He hit them when they needed to be. You know what I'm saying? He hit those shots when they needed to go down. That's why they called him Mr. Big Shot. He could take over at the end of the games. I want y'all to go look at him. Look at how he used to take over a game. Look at how he. So that's how I feel on it. It's no disrespect to the other Hall of Fame, other guys that are in the Hall of Fame or whatnot, or who went in this class. I was focused on Chauncey Billups because a lot of people, they have their questions about him. They got their questions about Robert Horry. You got to explain why. And guys like Chauncey Billups, they got a way better argument than like a guy like Robert Horry or hell. And as much as I like Michael Cooper. He's my favorite player on the Lakers. But if you look at Chauncey Billups, he has a better argument. And there's and this is another thing too. He got something that a lot of guys will never be able to get. He got a ring. Charles Barkley don't have no ring. Karl Malone don't have no ring. John Stockton don't have no ring. Neither of those guys. Karl Malone, he got an MVP, but he ain't got no Finals MVP. Charles Barkley ain't got no Finals MVP. He got regular season MVP, but he got no Finals MVP. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no Larry O'Brien. None of them guys ain't got no Larry O'Brien. Chauncey Billups will always be able to say, I got a Larry O'Brien. And everybody want to sit up here and they want to act like, oh yeah, he just contributed as one of the guys. He wasn't the main player. Nah, he was one of the main players. He was the main player. I mean, he was the leader. He was the guy. Matter of fact, I think all of those guys had made the All-Star, if I'm not mistaken. They had a starting 5 All-Star game with all of the Pistons, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. So yes, Chauncey Billups. And it's crazy when I talk about these kind of subjects, nobody wants to show up. But y'all want to show up and y'all want to start talking about it when y'all want to talk about it. Nah, I'm talking about it right now so you can hear me and you can hear me good. I'm here to tell you. I'm here to tell everybody. I'm here to tell everybody. Chauncey Billups deserves to be in that Hall of Fame. Bar none. Hands down. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, I don't have to think about Chauncey Billups being in the Hall of Fame. I don't have to think about Chauncey Billups being in the Hall of Fame. That Pistons run was a great Pistons run. They would have had, honestly, I felt like they would have three-peated, but of course, they their time was coming to a close. So y'all let me know what you think. Leave your comments. Make sure you like the video, share it, subscribe, hit them notifications too. Straight to the point, sports and entertainment, man. I'll get at y'all later.